So this is my title of my desk research. How does the technological interactions with music enrich homeless experience? Here it comes to the introduction part. In this desk research, my aims includes those. Firstly, I want to understand homeless population's experience. And secondly, I want to understand how music will enhance their population's experience. Third, I want to understand how does the technological interactions with music could help to change homeless experience positively. Why I choose homeless? Because I found that homeless populations are voiceless, especially as social and political discussions around their rights and also their living conditions. Found that homeless population they receive lots of discrimination and bias, and those negative thoughts could probably lead to their worse mental and physical conditions. Homelessness is caused by many factors. It is very clearly that the homeless population they need our emotional and physical support. So I use the UTS library and also Google Scholar to access the articles I need to. Firstly, I will search the keywords on the Google Scholar because I found it's more accurate than the UTS library. Then I view all the articles on the library because I could have access to all the articles. And those are my keywords. To understand their experience, I use homeless experience, and then I will narrow down to music and the technological uses. Those are my steps for this text research. Firstly, I need to Google the connection between homeless and music. So I need to decide my topics. Firstly, I need to Google the connection between homeless and the music because I need to confirm my topic has a strong connection to music. Secondly, I search the homelessness reason and right to understand the experience more. And then I search the relationships between music's influence and the homeless experience. And then search the technological usage of music between homeless. Those are my findings. The first part is from the research, what I found. And I found that music is not just type of art. Music could be a form of therapy to the homeless. And then I found that many researchers, they have open group music workshop and some music sessions, which help the homeless to learn some music skills and also communicate with each other. So in the process of creating music, actually it raises their self-awareness. Homelessness, they could suffer from loneliness, but they could gain confront from listening to music and also connect with each other. Second part from what I learned from the research is how does technological interactions with music enrich homeless populations' experience. So firstly, I found that the technology usage among homeless, they use Android very commonly than other kind of technology. And secondly, I found that homeless they could have special experience of interaction with music. And homeless people they play music through technology, so they could earn money to cover their drug usage. And I found that some young homeless population they listen to music to confront trauma, probably by problematically circumstance when in childhood. There's a research which asks children who has homelessness experience to write and create their own songs according to their own life experience. Firstly, they need to write down their own experience and then choose their melody from kind of like crowd service in this research. The reason why they choose headphone is they could make really loud music. So it's a way for them to escape from the outside. Also, the loud music acts as a distraction for domestic violence. I found that music is not always positive. So if a homeless child always listens to music to escape from the trauma, instead of deal with the problems or facing the problems, that the music could become the trigger of their pain memories. And the second part of my finding is the commercial effort. The first one is the Homeless Hub, and the second one is Spotify. So the first one is a website to support homeless. It has a garage, has a music associated with homeless experience. And the second is Spotify. I guess it's very popular. So according to the research, I found that it says that homeless young people's favorite music is hip hop, and it's very easy to find a hip hop list on the Spotify. The third one called MySpace is kind of like a social based app, very similar to like Facebook, but user could choose their favorite music and they could share music, which is within the platform. so they don't need to skip platform, which is very convenient for them. And the first one is Art Lifting. Actually, it's a platform to support the homeless musicians and also painters to show and sell them projects. Despite all the commercial findings, I also found that in one research, the researchers asked the participants to design their own ideal music device. So I found that what they need is like kind of and the first one is Crash Tracker, which helped the homeless. And the first one is Crash Tracker, which helped the homeless to find a safe night without rain or getting in trouble with police. And the second one is a musical blanket. So it is not only a blanket which could play music, and also it's very affordable. And also the designer think that this could be donated to the homeless. The last one is called Music Monster. And what the designer think is it has a list of service agencies. So if the homeless want support, even mentally or physically, or they want a shelter, they could just choose the list of the service agents. So here's my conclusion and also what I found for the design. On balance, the music could also bring positive sides and also negative sides. But I found something new from the designs. What they want is not only a device to listen to music, but they hope the device could be more functional, like improving their living conditions and also keep them safe. And my next steps, I will focus more on the user research. So I hope I could find more experience of adult homeless interaction with musical device. Because from the article I found that it's not too much article mentioned about the adult homeless interaction with music. Most of them is about teenagers. So I think it's very necessary to find out what about the adult homeless or even the elderly homeless. And also I want to find out the differences of different type of music. How could they enhance the homeless population experience? In which ways or how intensive they are? Because I found that they have different types of music, like hip hop and rap and also countryside music. And also I found that articles from different countries and a different age, they have different focus on which type of music. I read one very old articles, I forgot which years, but it's mentioned about jazz and the country music. But the articles I read recently, like around 2018 to 2020, they are discussed more around hip hop. So I guess different type of music, they may have different infection of their even different age group of homeless population. Their experience might be different. Those are my reference.